Are you
Hmm.
getting my point? This is how
Correct.
it this is how it will format the data. There will be no errors, but your space will be considered as a string in this case, as a text in this case.
Hmm. Let's say
Okay.
somebody mistakenly put in a comma in between the first name
Hmm.
or the last
Hmm.
name. So
That,
overall, I'm using space as a delimiter. Now,
correct.
how do I clean the data before I proceed with this one, the delimiter?
So you are saying how to clean the data.
Yes, let's say one row has a comma in between the first name, second name. One
Hmm.
has a space, another row
Hmm.
has a space. So let's say
Hmm.
these two rows are my faulty rows.
Hmm.
Now, I want to minimize my efforts. So what
Hmm.
is it I can do in that case?
So there, I'll tell you, we'll have that option as well. But if I talk about first macro, then there is a restriction. The formatting should be same. If I go back to your question, how do you manually clean the data if it is a raw data? Then shortest way is just to use replace option. So there is a replace option. First, you have to decide whether you are going ahead with the space delimiter or with a comma delimiter. If it is comma delimiter, just use the replace option Control R and just replace all the values of comma with a space, or just replace all the values of space with a comma, whatever you decide. That is the shortest way and the minimal effort it will require to clean the data if this is the only flaw in your data. If there are some other flaws, then manually you need to find out all the flaws and manually you need to change it. There can be ways of minimizing the effort, like using just Control R and just replacing the values, or just selecting whole data and just using some feature. But one by one you need to do that. There is no automate process which will clean your data properly or at one go, because Excel doesn't know what flaws you have. They don't understand the data. They just understand the steps which you are following. Okay.
Got it, man. Please proceed. I will not hold.
Okay. Okay. So here I have created a macro. Now how to execute that macro to other sheets. So this is the basic example I have taken. We have one practical example also, which I'll take after this one. So what shortcut I have used? So I don't remember the shortcut, let's say. So I'll just go to macros. You can just click on edit, and here all the values, this is actually the backend code which is available, which you can just see that what all things are available in your macro. If you are the technical person, if you're not technical, just remember whatever the steps you have saved and just go ahead with that. So let's say I have recorded this macro. I have to go to this sheet and I have to run that macro. So my shortcut was Control J. So I have just pressed Control J and my data got changed, or have now have the formatting same as I have recorded in macro. Similarly, like let's say in example 3, I'll go again. Here also I want to run that macro. So I'll just do Control J. Is this clear to everyone? Is this clear? Now tell me, what is the issue in this case? What is the issue in this case? One issue I can highlight. Do anyone is
Data is
having
the issue.
data issue? Okay, this one is okay because we were not having a second name of the person, so it took second name as 12. This is not your macro problem. This is your data problem. You need to fix this manually. There is no automated thing that you can do. But what you can do through automatically, can you see from 9 to 12? We don't have a macro that got executed from 9 to 12. Am I right? Am I right?
Yes.
Can anyone answer me why? Why this happened? Anything that you can think of right now. Why this happened? Why we don't have macro from 9 to 12?
Recorded macro till row number 8.
That is correct. So if you see it carefully, we have recorded the macro only for 8 number of rows.